Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the HiViZ channel. I'm Dirty Mike, aka the Sniper Rifle, local rapper, and tonight I'm here having a yarn with Voodoo Bloo. How are you guys going?
Hell yeah.
Not too bad, man. How are you?
Awesome, thanks for asking. So we're just having a little yarn today, get to know the band before their appearance next week. So just firstly I want to ask, who are each of you and what's your role in the band?
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm a guitar player and make all the strange and weird noises.
I'm Oli, I play the bass.
I'm Jackson, I play the drums.
I'm Rory, and I do the vocals and one of the guitars.
Sweet, and we'll start with you. How long have each of you been making music, and what instrument did you start on?
I actually, funnily enough, started on drums, but as Jackson knows, because he's giving me lessons, I'm terrible at them. But I probably started making music on a guitar when I was about 13 years old, but yeah, just played music all my life.
And yourself?
Started on drums since I was like 5 or 6, and then moved to guitar as well. I was like 12.
I played the clarinet when I was a little kid.
Way!
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so that's kind of when I did that from maybe I was like from 10 to 12, I want to say. I only did 2 years, but I more recently have picked up guitar and bass over the last few years.
And I've been playing guitar for about a decade, since like when I was about 10.
Yeah.
And then apart from that, I mean, I only just play guitar, maybe a little bit of bass, and then nothing else. Maybe
the pedal board.
I play the pedal board more than I play the guitar, to be honest.
That's good though. That just means you're not confused. You knew what your lane is. You know what you want. And how did Voodoo Bloo sort of come to fruition? How did you guys originate?
Well, how did we originate?
Well, me and Rory go back like 15 years.
Yeah. You were like the
primary
first, one of the
school.
first friends I made when I moved to New Zealand. But
Yeah.
Voodoo Bloo itself, I guess, sort of came out of a previous project that we'd, me, Daniel, and Jackson have worked on towards the end of it, and then
I was Billy in it, but like...
Yeah, well, I mean, you were
there
there
for like
you were
half
part
a
of the
second.
you were part of the
Literally
journey.
but
Yeah, I don't know. There was probably a 2-month gap between those two projects, and I didn't really have anything musically going on, and I hated it, to be honest, like not working on anything musically. So I asked these guys if they wanted to do something again, and they were very keen to do so, and Oli hopped on board as well to help out as well. So it's probably been about 2 years now.
It's been 2 years because like what was it? We played like about like June-ish of 2020.
Yeah.
It's like one of the earliest shows out of lockdown, pretty much.
Yeah.
No, 100%. And that I know that feeling of when you're just like, I'm a musician, but I'm not working on music. Like I need to do something about that. But on that topic, so how would you define your guys' music style?
Oh, somebody else do this one.
It's like basically just a classic alternative rock sound, but just like somewhere between a dream and a nightmare at once. All that sort of stuff, just kind of like I mean, we listen to it like I think we're kind of victims of like the whole the whole generation of having access to everything everywhere all at once at any time. So now we can just listen to stuff like post-punk from the 2000s, shoegaze bands from the 90s, punk from the 70s and stuff like that. And so we'll just kind of take it like little pieces from here and there and just kind of fall into something else.
The fine line between pain and pleasure, isn't it? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it totally is. We're spoiled for choice in this generation.
I think we came up with some sort of name for what our sound is. Heavy dream pop.
Yeah.
Heavy dream pop.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, it's not quite dream pop, which is kind of like beach house, cocktail twine sort of stuff. But at the same time, it's kind of like we're somewhere between. We're still a rock band at our core, but we've got we've got all these like weird. We've got a lot of different sounds just hanging around the outside, just trying to.
Yeah,
trying to creep its way in.
I think you need to have that sort of nightmare or core somewhere in the name too. You know, like even if it's like heavy dream care or more. Yeah, whatever. Words. I'm a hardcore muso myself, so
Yes.
I understand. But so random thing. I'll get your particular opinion on it. Do you know that most of the bones in your body are in your feet?
What?
Most of the bones in your body, mostly in your feet and your ears. That's where they mostly originate. So I just wanted your particular thoughts on that.
Well, it makes sense because my foot is quite malleable.
Good word.
No, yeah, and that means it can be bent and warped into a shape.
Warped into a shape. It fits into my shoes. Yeah, that makes sense. The air thing confuses me though.
Nah, cut out.
There's
Lots
no
of little intricacies, you know, a lot of little
Well,
small.
don't your like bones like vibrate in your ears?
Guys, come on, this is an interview about music. Like, what are we on about?
It makes sense for the. I think the ears made more sense than the feet, to be honest, just because it's ears are complicated things that receive lots of different signals that
Very music related, but the foot is as well. You use your foot for timing, you use your foot on the drum a lot, but like music, and the ear and the foot are malleable. You can warp them into whatever shape and whatnot you want. Now,
I'm gonna roll my ears.
I want to do some word association with you guys. So basically, I'll just say some words, and we'll just go in an order.
All right.
I'll say a word, and you just tell me what springs to mind. All right?
Okay.
So cover song.
Beatles.
Beatles. do you do Beatles cover songs?
It's never even crossed my mind until that moment. I was just trying to think of a. I don't think a Beatles cover song would be that bad. If
There we
were
go.
to do it, to be honest.
You're welcome for that idea. All right, sweet as. And,
Thank you for that.
You disease. What comes to mind?
COVID.
COVID.
It's not really a disease, but whatever.
Close enough.
It's infected the nation.
Yeah.
You know. So, ABBA. What are your thoughts? What springs to mind?
Good question. ABBA. I guess Greece.
Are you thinking of Mamma Mia?
I think you are. So,
Swedish.
They're Swedish.
No, I think they were in Greece in the movie,
I'm
weren't
thinking
they?
of the movie Mamma Mia, and I think it happens in Greece, does it not? Or
I didn't think you meant the country.
oh, did you think I was meaning like Greece?
See, I thought you were talking about.
too.
I thought we were talking about the stuff on an engine, you know, on the fryer. But
both
and your word is drugs. What springs to mind?
going beyond.
Going beyond. Absolutely.
I didn't think of it.
No, I've had a bit of paracetamol in my time.
Yeah.
When you're feeling a bit ill.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It definitely takes you beyond.
Some light into the void.
Now, just another random fact. What do you think about this? That in ancient times they used to use spider webs as bandages.
Spiderwebs is, but I can kind of see it working. Maybe not as well as an actual bandage. I'd just be scared that there's eggs in there or something.
Yeah,
and
well.
then they crack open and you're just like, oh well. Now not only have I got a massive wound in my arm, but now there's spiders crawling
Well,
in me.
it could be a quick way to become Spider-Man, but it's also
Oh,
apparently
that's
a
a
good
good
source
point.
of vitamin K.
Ah.
So that's what I
Excellent.
say.
I'll have to give it a
There was
go.
vitamin K.
Mate, this is about music, alright? so just
Stop
keep
getting
tuning
off
in, alright?
topic.
So, now, we'll start with you this time, we'll go the other way. What animal would you say you are?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a sloth. Maybe.
No,
Sloth.
But
Me?
sloths have stood the test of time. Anyway,
that's
so
true.
yourself?
Probably a little fish.
Little fish.
Weird
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah.
My favourite species actually is a little fish. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
There we go.
There we go.
What about you?
Oh.
I know what you're saying.
I wanna say a lobster, but I've used that answer before.
Oh no, you can use
That's
it
a good
again.
one.
Believe it or not, we've had this question before.
No, you were the only one who answered it.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, a lobster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
How long?
You're gonna
I
recite.
Can I remember it?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you
'Cause they're
can.
blue-blooded.
Because they're blue-blooded, like aristocrats.
Bureaucrats.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they live for a long time. They can live up to 100 years, over 100 years.
Yes.
And they're very...
They stay fertile.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Forever fertile. Now, if you ever want to rebrand the band,
Forever Fertile.
Forever Fertile. It's
That's
a good
one.
name. Yeah, absolutely. And what animal would you say represents you?
Capybara.
Capybara.
I've been told this many a time
The
that my
largest
mannerisms. Yeah, the largest rodent. I've been told many times that my mannerisms
You're
and
the largest rodent.
even my face, which I'm not gonna say how I feel about that take, but I have been told capybara many a time.
Oh, there we go. So,
Why though not?
you guys can conversate between yourselves on these and come to an agreement, but who's the most likely to perform intoxicated?
I feel like I already know it's me. Is that what you guys would think? Were you guys
Yeah, I was
thinking
expecting like a slow head turn from everyone. I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
Give it up for Rory.
Ruining the performance!
No, it's those hay fever pills. They can make you a bit,
Oh, they
you know,
can,
drowsy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I understand. Yeah. Now, who's the most likely to get lost in their own hometown?
Oh yeah, I don't know how to drive anywhere.
Rory
But-
does not know how to drive anywhere.
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean,
I remember that time when I was trying to drive us to, where was it, Brooklyn, to get Hell's Pizza, and I took us all around Wellington.
oh my.
And through the-
Actually, no.
through the bus
I kind of
lane.
just. We're even. I think we could be even. But I don't know. I have to have somebody sitting there just shouting in my ear. You're supposed to turn left. Go left at every single street that we go.
As long as that person knows their lefts and rights, because I've got people that will go, turn left, and they point right. You
Yeah,
know,
point
it's
opposite
not very
direction.
helpful for directions. But
Yeah.
I think we drove around the Basin Reserve twice.
Oh yeah,
Nowhere.
yeah.
The practice room we practice at, whenever I go to practice with Rory and I'm in the same car as him, we still, to this day, after going there for months, Rory still drives past it non-stop, never pulls over at the right time.
You almost ended up in the wire wrapper on your way.
Okay, it's me. It's
Okay,
me. It's
okay.
definitely me. It's
well,
100%
you made
me.
it here tonight. That's what matters.
Yeah, no,
and
I
I'm
did.
glad you did. And so
In
you know.
one go.
Now, speaking of being here tonight, how did you guys come across HiViZ? How has this collaboration occurred?
Well, I think that we just sort of checked out a couple of the streams and we thought it was a really cool thing that was going on, and
Hard out.
we spoke to our manager about getting this all set up, and you know we've been through a couple of things here so far, and the sound is just as amazing as you hear it through Facebook and whatnot. So yeah, couldn't be more excited to be here, to be honest.
I think
That's
the
wy you gotta
manager
subscribe.
Might
Absolutely.
have heard it through my dad.
Oh,
my
yeah.
My dad knows Tony, who helps here.
Yes.
I just don't know
Well,
the exact
valuable to know
course of
then, you know?
events.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's useful.
Industry plants.
Where can I find you guys if I want to listen to some more Voodoo Blue? I've caught my first hit was free. I'm addicted now. My blood itches for it. Where can I get my fix of some Voodoo Bloo?
You know, when you said where can I find you, I was immediately about to say my home address on camera, but I realised that's probably not a great idea.
No, go ahead.
It's somewhere in Wellington. I'll give that much away. Anyway, so to find us, we are on all streaming platforms everywhere. We have Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and TikTok. So we're on
Spotify,
everywhere.
YouTube.
Yeah, Spotify,
OnlyFans.
YouTube. That's still in the works. We might come back to that.
We haven't gone there yet.
Yeah, that's an unknown revenue source that we haven't thought about there. We might have to check that out. But
Exclusive content.
anywhere but OnlyFans we will be.
You can also check us out on a beer can as well.
On a beer
That's
can.
true.
We have
our
a
own
beer with Boneface called Voodoo Blue. It's a hazy IPA. Go drink it. It's a great beer.
High percentage.
It's high
What's it called? It's just called Voodoo Blue.
It's called
Boneface Voodoo Blue. Go check it out if you like craft beer.
Yeah.
Sweet.
beer,
How
Wellington.
how does that come about? You get your own craft beer. You got alcoholics.
Yeah. We were standing outside pleading with the owners for days on end.
They
But
actually found me on the street.
yeah. They just felt really sorry for him and just like,
Yeah.
all right, here you go.
Well,
then,
you're
we'll
in a
do some
band,
artwork."
right?
I think so.
Well,
What's the band called?
Radiohead.
Yeah, that's
pretty
the
much.
well, it's a well-known fact, and as I wrap this interview up, it's a well-known fact that it's 100% in every band, one person has an extreme foot fetish. And this is why I was mentioning the bones and stuff earlier. So, who is the culprit? Who
I
has
don't
the
think
foot
it's
fetish?
been exposed yet.
He has his finger deep in his shoe right now as we watch. It's a peach colour.
Yeah, you wear the most like skin-colored shoes out of
They
all of
are
us.
skin coloured,
And
aren't they?
earlier we couldn't get him to stop talking about bones in the feet, you know? It just
I
came...
said they were
It was all a
malleable.
setup.
How did
It
you
was
know
all
that feet were malleable, Ollie?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh no! You've become
Well-
the Tarantino of the band.
So not only do we introduce bands to you, we introduce them to themselves and help them learn a little bit more about their, fetishes and intricacies like that. So this has been Voodoo Blue. I've been Dirty Mike. You've been the people at home, and we've been at HiViZ JamZ tonight. Please like and subscribe to HiViZ JamZ, and if you want to check out Voodoo Blue, Thursday the 28th from 8 PM on the HiViZ YouTube channel. What do we reckon, guys?
It's gonna be killer.
Yeah,
I cannot
awesome.
wait.
Shout out to Flip Flop the Clown.
I hope you're watching, man. I hope you're watching.
That's it. We're signing out. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
HiViZ JamZ.
HiViZ JamZ.
HiViZ JamZ.